The asylum seeker issue continues to be one of the major election talking points. There were claims of fear-mongering today as each side ripped into the other.
SBS reporter Sarah Abo joins us live now from Melbourne. Sarah, the coalition has accused the Prime Minister of not protecting Australia's borders well enough after 4 asylum seekers were intercepted crossing the Torres Strait into Queensland.
Good evening, Cathy. That's right. In recent days, the 4 asylum seekers were intercepted trying to enter the Queensland waters, and it's prompted the Premier there, Campbell Newman, as well as federal coalition members to warn that these waters, which they've labelled porous between PNG and Queensland, could become the new target for people smugglers. But of course, Prime Minister Kevin Rudd has said this is fear-mongering, basically, that any boat that arrives, no matter where they arrive, will be processed in Papua New Guinea. So perhaps unsurprisingly, the asylum seeker debate has cropped up again, and in Melbourne a campaign was launched to raise their plight. It's a road trip of a different kind, aimed at dispelling the so-called myths surrounding asylum seekers.
The whole country has been misled about asylum seekers. In particular, they've been misled by being told that they're illegal, that they're queue jumpers, that they're in some way undesirable.
From all walks of life, prominent Australians turned Melbourne's Federation Square into a public forum, discussing what they call the election hot potato. The face of the hot potato campaign, Imogen Bailey, had an insight into life as an asylum seeker on the SBS program Go Back to Where You Came From.
The way that we have things set up in this kind of punishment system, this deterrent-based policy system that is, is about cruelty, and it's hidden away from Australians.
The tough stance on asylum seekers taken by both sides of politics was not popular among this crowd.
First boat, second boat, third boat. I really feel like it's quite sickening in the way they're gloating about sending people to PNG.
But the Prime Minister is standing by Labor's policy.
It's a very clear-cut message. It's aimed at destroying the people smugglers model. And it doesn't matter where that boat, Sid, comes from.
On its own, the PNG deal is not going to be effective. All it does is open a new front for the people smugglers.
The hot potato campaign is launched on the same day the government announced the 6th asylum seeker boat to be sent to Papua New Guinea. The 39 men, mainly of Pakistani and Iranian background, will now wait there for their asylum seeker claims to be processed. Church groups, charities and refugee advocates have thrown their support behind those seeking a better life, calling for an end to what they've dubbed a negative and distorted political debate.
Whatever world you come from.
Valentina Urube and her family came to Australia as asylum seekers 4 years ago. She's now working to help other new arrivals settle in.
By the work we've been doing with Sister Works, we have seen that just a little bit of help brings women especially really far away, and it puts them in a really empowered position. So denying that little possibility to someone is something really saddening.
Potato van will tonight leave Melbourne and hit the road for 10 days. Along the way, they're inviting members of the public to share a hot meal and discuss the asylum seeker issues. It will eventually arrive in Sydney at Martin Place.
Okay, thanks, Sarah. That's Sarah Avo in Melbourne. And we'll be taking a closer look at another emotive election issue, same-sex marriage, later in the bulletin.